Hello, YouTube. Welcome back once again. It's been a while. I missed you. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. It's your old pal, Dustin Brewer, Zephyr Drone Simulator, your brand manager, your guide through the things in the sky, simulated at least. With me, as always, is my counterpart, my collaborator, my buddy, Bo Van Buren. Bo, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, hanging in there. You seem a little bit off center, my guy. Need you to come. Need you to move to your right a little bit.
My right. Like
There
this.
you go.
Oh. Yeah, we don't want to cut off that one ear.
Nope. Need to see both ears. This is a
It's
both ear, 2-ear stream. No.
It's a very important ear.
Doing okay.
Good.
PT still kind of awful, but you know what are you gonna do?
Well, you know what? You're doing it. You're hanging in there. I hear there's been great progress. You've managed to ditch some of your Android parts.
Oh, yes.
Becoming more human all the time.
Hey, you know I gotta make it seem like I fit in.
They'll never suspect me," said the T-1000.
You gotta run with like the.
Just don't blink. Yeah, you just don't.
Gotta
blink.
run straight hands, knife hands run.
Knife hands run. That's what it is. The new movie from Ryan Murphy, Knife Hands Run. Yeah, welcome in, Josh. Like I said in the chat, it was good to see you this morning, and wild not seeing the green hair anymore, which was for the uninitiated. Every year we do a charity stream called Extra Life, where we raise money for local children's hospitals, and one of the big prize packs for our biggest donators was altering the facial hair for myself and Bo, and the whole head of hair for Josh. He had a lovely bright green smiley face that he sported for a while, and you know what? It suited him. It was very Cyberpunk 2077. I really dug it.
It's very cyberpunk. It's also very Dennis Rodman coded.
Dennis Rodman, Marshall Mathers, if you will.
Peak 90s Dennis Rodman coded.
The worm. So last week, unfortunately, I missed out. I was traveling to
It was just
Middle
me
Tennessee. It was just Bo
talking about the bees.
I'm talking about the bees. It's the bees. Also, honestly, one of the most important drones out there. The humblebee.
Not arguably, it is the most important drone.
Okay, I like it.
If
Let's swing for the
bees
fences.
if the bees is gone, we're all doomed.
The beeses. So yeah, I took a little trip to Middle Tennessee for a buddy's bachelor party, so that was absolutely wonderful. It's good to be back home though, and it's really good to be back on stream. We've had a lot going on, some fresh updates, some new stuff on the website, right around the corner, plus some of the oldies but goodies. I've been talking a lot more about our infrared, man, that's going to be so cool. The thermal stuff looks so great. I've actually got a news story that goes along with that.
Got
Other
that
than
going
that,
on.
man.
We got Expo next month.
Yep.
Literally,
exponential.
literally a month away, pretty much.
1 month away. We will be in beautiful, sunny Detroit, Michigan for Exponential.
It's probably bad, but every time I think about Detroit, I think it's like got the Scooby Doo like clouds with the lightning. I hear the.
That's funny because I always think like something akin to like Moscow, but I know I'm wrong. I know it's not how it is. I know it's not gloomy.
I said, I always get the classic old school Scooby Doo lightning, and then the.
If you're from Detroit, just know we love you. We're looking forward to coming. Yeah, just come see us.
I'm not
It'll be
trying
fine.
to cast any hate or anything.
We're not disparaging Detroit. It gave us Jack White. It gave us Marshall Mathers. It gave us Motor City.
Gave us Kiss.
Yeah.
Detroit Rock City is a song.
Detroit Rock City. It is an anthem. I still am not really sure why they were as popular as they were, but
What are you talking about? I could totally rock the Star Child like makeup.
look, I'm just saying, like, the precursor to the Juggalos is
Amen.
all it seems to be.
Extra Life 2026 Star Child
Okay.
makeup.
I like it. Maybe that's our big thing is we will don the Kiss makeup.
I don't know if I can do 2 years in a row having my beard bleached.
It's gonna fall out.
My poor hair.
Right? Yeah, no kidding. It gave us Dan Campbell. That's true, Josh. It gave us Dan Campbell.
Fair enough.
I don't know who that is.
It's somebody.
It's a person. And you know what? We're glad they're here. And that you...
Assuming they're not evil. Are you trying to debate us, Josh?
Please don't be debating. So, yeah, speaking of Extra Life, last year we hit our goal plus quite a bit. We actually doubled. I think we came in right over the $10,000 mark that we raised for children's hospitals, like Vanderbilt or Boston Children's. Like, it was really cool. So, the Lions coach. That makes sense. They are the Detroit Giant Cats. Very intense and funny guy. I'll have to look him up on the YouTubes.
Really?
I've been so out of touch with NFL for a while.
What's his stand-up set like?
What's his tight 10? So yeah, you'll be able to catch that again. Hopefully, I think we're looking at November again.
It's always November. Okay. Howdy, Kyle.
Yeah, welcome in, Kyle, our fearless leader. We'll have more information for Extra Life coming up in the next couple months. We will be at Exponential next month in Detroit on the show floor, and you'll be able to come by and see us. We'll be doing an in-booth demo that will be able to take everybody through what's new in the sim, to include some updates, our payload thing that we worked on with NIST and drone responders. It's really cool. We did a press release previously of that. There's a countdown on my face. That's gone now. That was weird. The countdown to me giving good information, I guess.
No, I had clicked on record. I didn't realize it was going to throw a countdown timer on your face, though.
It's fine. You know what? I've had worse things there. Also, right before Exponential, I believe we've got one or two of our guys headed to LIDA. LIDA conference in Utah. Is that right?
It is true. I do believe. I think that's a solo trip. I think Brandon is doing LIDA Utah.
Okay. We'll be able to go by the booth and hang out with Brandon for a little bit if you're part of the Law Enforcement Drone Association, which we've got a fantastic relationship with. They've been a really fun partner to work with. In fact, one of my favorite anecdotes about the sim usage came from my first time at a LIDA conference in Framingham, Massachusetts, where I watched a guy who was a drone neophyte, had never picked up a controller before, used our sim for 2 hours, and then went out and passed his NIST course.
How far outside of Boston is Framingham?
About 20 minutes down 95. So
is that really Boston then?
West.
I know that they were just like, I guess LIDA Boston rings a lot better than LIDA Framingham.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Which, honestly, the hotel where the event was is really cool. It looks like an Edwardian, like, mini castle. That's
interesting.
Cool. Yeah, it was neat. It was a really good show. Got to meet a lot of cool people and see a lot of different precincts up here and how they use drones for their search and rescue and public safety and things like that. So really neat to see. I'm excited about that. So Zephyr out and about in the world. You'll be able to come and join us. Stop by, say hello, maybe get a sticker, maybe demo the sim for yourself, get some hands-on with it. Yeah, we'd love to see you.
Maybe
swing
fight
by,
us.
hang out
You
for
won't.
a minute. You probably will. We have a really big booth.
I said maybe fight us.
You won't. Fight us. Nah, I wouldn't do that. I'm
We're
a
scrappy.
Lover. Yeah, I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'm too busy trying to keep all this together.
Oh, yeah.
That takes a village.
Fair enough.
So, shall we just get into it?
I think we should. Yep.
Okay, let's roll with our first news story of the day.
Still need a graphic for that, I think.
We really do. We need like a sweep in or a breaking news.
Oh, dude, I really want to like an NFL like knockoff.
Oh, that would be great. Yeah, I don't think we can sing any more of that before we get DMCA'd.
No, absolutely not. But I think it'd be cool to have one that just kind of sweeps across.
I'm not opposed to it. We could come up with something.
Oh yeah, for sure.
First up, Coachella. Let's look at Coachella, the Valley's #1
Coachella
fiasco. Yeah, I think you have to say it like Coachella.
Coachella.
they are planning to centralize their drone first responder operations. It sounds like the dog's very happy to hear that too.
You know, Domino does indeed love some drone news.
Aw, that's fantastic. Definitely gonna bark about it. That was Stu.
That was Stu.
So in Palm Springs, California, the police department, they're putting their drone first responder program, taking it to the next level, working on how they're integrating with their cities and communities for the UAV dispatch operation. So making it a region-wide joint effort.
Yeah,
And
for the, I was gonna say, for the uninitiated, drones as a first responder is abbreviated to DFR. And that's most of the time what you'll see it as, because I'm pretty sure they think everybody in the world knows what DFR stands for already. But in case you didn't, there you go.
Now you know. That's the whole thing, incorporating the DFR programs under a centralized dispatch, and they've incorporated Indio and Desert Hot Springs. They're looking to really ramp things up, but for such a massive concert festival as this is, it's a really smart move where they're going to be able to have essentially a 24/7 basis of supervision and be able to locate people who maybe have passed out, or maybe who have had a little too much fun, or a lost friend or girlfriend. Like, oh no,
I'm gonna tell you right now, Desert Hot
Richard?
Springs, just Hot Springs in general, sounds excellent right now.
Dude, I grew up not far from Hot Springs, Arkansas, where the mafia had their neutral territory. That is some incredible history.
It's
in
so
that
funny
area.
to me because, like, you grew up in Arkansas near Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Yeah.
I grew up near Hot Springs, Virginia.
Oh. Well, I don't think they were
In
really
Bath County.
Bath County. Perfect. Yeah, I don't think naming things took a lot of creativity back
no,
then. There's
absolutely
also
not.
a place called Toad Suck in Arkansas.
That's amazing.
Guess how they got that name?
Sucking on toads.
No, I think they were watching them try to hop out of the mud and it made a noise, and they're like, huh, that Toad Suck. Hey Stu, welcome in.
Jesus, man.
Look, it's Arkansas. Like, what? I loved it there, but what could you expect from their naming of cities? There's also like Bald Knob, Big Piney.
No, I'm trying to go to Toad Suck.
You know what's cool? I grew up in Van Buren, Arkansas, which is, I guess, named after your forefather,
Maybe, who knows?
Martin Van Buren.
Well, I mean, he was an awful president.
He was a terrible president. Incredible facial hair.
Oh, dude, the mutton chops? Undefeated.
Absolutely. The full Magnus.
Undefeated. I would rock it if they grow out like strong enough, but they just don't for me.
You know, for the longest time, all I could grow was like this. And look at me now.
Steak too
I've had to grow
juicy,
really
lobster too buttery.
Wow.
My beard is nice.
So next up, weirdly enough, from Wired.com, I thought that was pretty cool to see.
Oh,
Very
interesting.
mainstream. They have the best drone list for every budget.
Is
Whether you
DJI
wanna-
at the top of that sucker?
As a matter of fact, it is.
Yep.
Their number one, the best drone for most people, is again the DJI Mini 5 Pro. Looks like they have it available on Amazon for right around $760.
Amazon. And to tie this
Amazon.
back to a story that we did before, you can still buy older models of DJI
That's true.
drones. You really can't do any of the new ones. I know
Yeah.
that we're supposed to hear more about that later on this month, I believe.
Right. Definitely keeping an eye on it.
But, you know, who knows?
Not me. I don't even claim to try and know. They say the best DJI alternative on this list is the Potensic Atom 2, which is less than half the cost of the DJI and doesn't have the effective ban throughout the U.S. at the moment.
So where are they manufactured, do you know? Potensic?
Let's see here. Potensic Atom 2, the sub 250 gram drone, suddenly became available. Go figure, on its launch. And it looks as though it's made in Europe, I believe. And yeah, $300.
That's not bad.
Not bad, honestly,
It's not bad.
for what you get. And the quality looks pretty decent. Um, yeah, mini
Burned
4K.
down.
Yeah, 32 minutes of battery life. Pretty beginner friendly, for sure. The best 360 camera drone available, according to Sam Keitelson, is the $1600 anti gravity A1.
These are all too
So,
expensive for me personally.
well, yeah. You know what though? You know what's a great alternative to some of these pricier drones, especially if you're a neophyte trying to wrap your brain around the mechanics and worried about damaging your new $1600 drone, would be to get the Zephyr drone simulator,
Mm.
where you get all the flight mechanics, all the muscle memory without any of the recurring cost or potential damage to person or property. Um, I pulled up some really cool peer-reviewed studies that a lot of insurance companies are doing
Mm.
about the claims that they're seeing in the drone world, as that is a fast-growing sector for them.
A drone insurance.
And yeah, drone insurance or personal property to home, people flying into your window or whatever. And yeah, there is a there's a huge use case for our drone simulator, to avoid having to go through the rigmarole of insurance claims off the rip.
Man, you remember when all you had to worry about flying through your window was a bird?
Or baseball.
I don't think I've ever had to worry about a baseball flying through my window.
Oh, my parents did twice. Sometimes you get distracted and
Oh, we got a
throw
me
a
step.
ball and it misses.
We got a me step.
We do have a Misa. Welcome in, sir. Good to see you guys.
Welcome.
Another drone for beginner, another DJI, the Neo 2. This one's around that $300 price point, and it
See,
is.
I've heard a lot
quite
about the
tiny.
Neo, like you know, in recent times, but like I haven't done a whole lot of research on the Neo myself. And you said it was what, $300?
360.
Well, that's not bad.
Not bad. Not bad at all for what you're getting. I do like this, though, and it's another DJI, and then I'm going to quit. But it's one that is actually in our sim that I've flown several times, especially in our warehouse simulator.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, that's so much fun. And it's a really great way to learn those muscle memory, those mechanics of flying a smaller drone through tight spaces.
Oh yeah.
The Avata 2, and they're saying this is one of the best FPV drones on the market.
Oh yeah,
Especially
out of box,
for a beginner.
for sure.
Out of the box.
You know, the Avata 2, while it came with its challenges putting it into the simulator, i.e., breaking all of our physics.
Sure. Well, it's so touchy. And
We're on the other end of it now.
We are.
I believe that we found the bug that we were talking about before. We said we actually put out a notice for it about the jittering or the shaking of the drone.
That's true.
So when we push our next update, it should be totally fixed.
That's awesome. And how do we come about this information where we are able to go in and troubleshoot these problems and fix bugs?
You can check all of our socials. We usually, if it's a big enough problem, we will post about it. If not, then you can find any of our patch updates on our wiki.
Yep. We have a robust wiki, I like to say. It's always fun to say robust.
That wiki do be robust.
That wiki robust. She got some information.
Yeah,
Alex said, it's a me step.
It's a me step.
That's topical.
Oh yeah.
Since
Didn't the
since
new
the
Mario movie came out, didn't it?
I just can't.
With Fox.
I can't. But everything else about it I love. I just can't handle that Chris Pratt's the voice of Mario. That's just,
what are you gonna do?
I'm not gonna do it. I love Charlie Day as Luigi though. That's awesome.
I don't know that there's anybody who has more Luigi energy in the space than him.
Oh, totally. That was great casting. Great casting. And Anya Taylor-Joy's Princess Peach. Again, that tracks. I like it. Okay, moving right along. An article from UAV Coach by Zach Dunkowitz. We've done some of his reporting stuff. But essentially how drone inspections are working and how it's explained, I highly recommend looking up this article because it does a lot with use cases and things that have to do with inspection, which we do include in the simulator in the enterprise pack or corporate or business only pack. But things like tower inspection and bridge inspection And he goes on to talk about construction, wind, and other forms of infrastructure,
Mm-hmm.
which is something that we're focusing on, really for the rest of this year. And I'm really excited to see this part of the sector grow, especially because it does decrease the possibility of risk in like trying to get to those hard to reach places, the nooks and crannies, as it were, and utilizing drones and really pretty great camera options on these drones.
Oh yeah.
But being able to do that first within the simulator to get familiar with um, really just space and time with the drone, I
Mm-hmm.
think is incredibly important to hit on. And it's neat to see it being reported, um, just in the mainstream.
For sure.
There's some really cool shots also inside a cave where they sent some drones. That's really cool.
Yeah,
That's another area that I think is important.
I know for a while they were talking about using the old abandoned like mines and stuff in my area as like a
Hmm.
drone like an FPV race course.
Ah, that stands to
But
reason.
if your drone wrecks in there, I do not think you want to go in to get it.
Yeah, that belongs to Crom and the God of the Mountain now.
Yeah, for sure. I
Yeah.
would not want to go into any of those places to get a
Nope.
drone.
Nope. Find a Balrog.
So they
Don't
call
need
it a
that.
mine.
Mm-mm. You don't want to go into Moria looking for your Avata 2.
They wouldn't be a Vatu, it'd be one of the like handmade drones for that kind of
Oh,
thing.
those little bitty guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense though. Talk about tight places. But
And then
um,
you just made a picture in my brain of a Balrog trying to fly a drone.
wouldn't that be incredible? These great big hands, this tiny little controller.
Like controller made out of flame.
And then he's got Gandalf standing behind him going, "Fly, you fool."
Yes. T-shirt idea?
Oh, oh. I like this. I like where we're headed with this. Sounds like copyright infringement to me.
Nah.
Nah, it'd be fine. So finally, from our very good friends at Commercial UAV News, huge shout out to Aaron and to Dom for just being incredible partners for us. We really appreciate it. Uh, this article is from Aaron Williams, and essentially it's just a roundup of commercial industry news, things from like solid state drones, thermal imaging, and
Mm.
the healthcare drone corridor, and that's the one I really wanted to hit on. So we've talked a lot about how how our thermal is going to be applicable to real world scenario, especially search and rescue. But one area that they're seeing a lot of use case for is within wildlife monitoring, going back to
Mm.
agriculture yet again. I know we've talked a lot about that recently with herd movements, be it cattle or deer or whatever,
Hmm.
and they're seeing a growing use case and demand for using thermal in these same scenarios.
Yeah.
So
Um,
really cool piece of info there.
I don't know how topical it is, but I was able to attend a wildlife conservation drone summit in
Hmm.
Texas. I think a couple of years ago, 3 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Very fascinating how they choose to use the drones in those spaces. But with the being able to put thermal and stuff on the drone now is probably opening up completely different abilities with these drones in those spaces. So it's kind of like what we always say, it's rapidly changing always.
It is. I mean, it is absolutely a bullet train, and we are holding on for dear life.
Hmm.
Speaking of developments, this is really cool. Experimental drone flies without moving parts. Apparently, those fine folks at Rutgers have developed a drone that instead of using motors, gears, and linkages, it uses a smart piezoelectric material that will flex and twist with electricity, much like Batman's cape in the Christian Bale Batman movies. But it will actually mimic the musculature and action of a bird in flight. So essentially, we're finally getting the Dune um, copters, the dragonfly-looking copters, is what this looks like.
So we've already had this technology forever, though. Everybody knows that birds are drones.
Birds aren't real.
Or
It's my favorite conspiracy theory.
yeah, you're talking about the ornithopter, or no?
Or, yeah, something like that.
It's the dragonfly thing. I
Yeah,
used to know exactly what they were called.
it's a thopter of some kind.
Yeah.
But yes, we're moving from quadcopter to thopter, and honestly, I'm for it. I think the more that we can mimic, the organics of flight, I think maybe some longer longevity in drone flight that we'll see. Taking out mechanical parts is
No,
pretty
I was
key.
right. It's ornithopter.
Ornithopter.
My brain is so big and smooth.
Look
You
at that though.
cannot handle me.
Now, this is still largely just built in computational, like it's still
Hmm.
theoretical, so we haven't put it in practical use yet. But knowing that that's something that we're seeing gain steam and energy in the drone sector to me is just incredible.
Well,
Absolutely
that's
incredible.
like I remember like anytime that there's a form factor shakeup with drones, like it's always
Hmm.
big news. Like the I can't remember what it's called, but there's one that's shaped just like a can. It's like a tall cylinder
Hmm.
that just flies.
The tall boy.
Yeah, it has like propellers at the top and like in the middle and at the bottom, and like for some reason that flies.
That's so cool. I dig that kind of stuff though. And I think, again, when you look at a new industry, when you go into it from the basics, like that's comparing essentially this machine that I built to the old 486 VGA
Hmm.
three color computer
Yeah.
to what we have now. And really, in the timeline of the use of technology, that's pretty short. That is but a blip.
Yeah. I remember Windows 95.
Yeah. Oh, good old original Star Wars or not Star Wars, StarCraft on shareware. Pretty great. And then finally, this one I think is really cool. This is really, really cool. Drone corridor opens for organ donation. So, in an effort to expand healthcare in rural areas and to get life saving medical treatments quickly and efficiently to where they need to be, in Missouri, they have opened up a dedicated healthcare drone corridor. And essentially, they're running blood, tissue, samples, potentially even full organs
Oh no.
uh, between Illinois and Arkansas and vice versa. And it looks like this is all being carried out with Valkyrie UAS solutions. They're using a lot of mixed wing, so quadcopter and fixed. Um, but yeah, I mean, honestly, growing up in the Ozarks and knowing how you never travel as the crow flies, so to speak,
Yeah.
and what could take 8 hours could be reduced to as little as four. Um, yeah, that's just incredible.
It's fascinating.
It really is, and like those kind of life saving measures, like that, that's where we all need to be.
Yeah.
Is for the how can we make drones for the good of humanity instead of what we typically see in the news and the zeitgeist, which is for increasingly negative actions.
That's true.
So I'm excited to see some positive things come out with drone news. I think that's really fun, and it kind of warms my heart to know that there's a lot of people in the space moving in the right direction.
Hmm.
You know,
That's like I was telling you when I was trying to find stories. They all had sad endings, and I was like, I don't feel like reporting that, dude.
right? No kidding.
So
But think about it though, like if anything else does happen to the bee population, we have these little ornithopters going out that could potentially help bolster that.
yeah, I don't know how I feel about tiny robot bees though.
Not great. Not great
I
at
like
all.
regular bees because they're a known quantity.
That's true. We do have regular bees. So that's pretty much all the news that's fit to print this week, other than our own stuff, which is our next set of updates that we're implementing soon. And I know if it feels like I say that a lot on stream, but we're constantly doing updates behind the scenes. And
This is
again,
true.
to parrot Bo, you can find and follow all these on our pathways within our wiki, patch notes, announcements, things of that nature. And I think people will be really excited to see some of the updates to our website. A
Hmm.
lot of usability that's going to be increased there. The UI is going to be a lot better. We'll have a lot more offerings as far as industry specific uses for our sim and how that will help your business to become more efficient, safer, and ultimately spend less money and time, which that's what we're here for. Um, so yeah, that's what's right around the river bend.
I believe those updates, like the website updates, have already gone live, right?
Did they go live already? Let's go.
Go to industry served.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
There it is. Okay, so those are live now for you guys. So go check them out. Swing by the website, check out our industry serve page. Um, fill out a form if you want to try it today for your business. We are happy to connect with you and set up a demonstration, run a trial, and help you walk through exactly what it's going to take to make your business really take off. Get it? Get it? Yep.
Make
You're
sure to
welcome.
accept our cookies.
Yep. Please accept our cookies. They are homemade and delicious.
No, but yeah, we always, we strive for excellence. So if there's an issue and you find it, and for some reason it doesn't seem like we've seen it yet, please let us know.
Yes. We are some of the most communicative people that you're going to find on the interwebs. We love feedback. We love requests. We may not be able to get to it immediately as far as the requests go, but any kind of feedback or troubleshooting issues, that's one of the great things that comes with us is you get us when you get the sim, and we are here for you.
It's
We're
true.
here to make things work as intended, if not better. So be on the lookout for more updates coming up. Go check out the website, hang out there for a little while. Make sure you're following us on socials. If you're not following us here or on LinkedIn, you're missing out. We've got essentially we post every other day. We've always got updates, things in the news, applications of the sim. On our next show, we'll be bringing back up the sim and flying around a little bit. So to kind of take people on the inside again and kind of start that process back up. We've had a lot of guests. We've had a lot of updates to the stream. So I think it's high time that we start getting back in and flying around a little bit, showing people what it looks like to be in the sim and a part of it, and show off some of those new additions, new drones, new scenarios, new modules.
Tis true.
So I'm excited about that. But I think that's pretty much all the news that's fit to print today. I think we leave it there. We don't want to get started down another track.
No,
And,
we tend to we tend to go down
Right.
some rabbit holes. Anyway,
Absolutely.
be good to each other, and what is it they always say? We'll see you in the skies.
We'll see you in the friendly skies. Take care of everybody. And if you need us, you know where to find us.